Satellites to detect drug cultivation in Odisha. Odisha Space Application Center OSAC has proposed to help law enforcement agencies detect illicit hemp, a variety of cannabis cultivation using remote sensing and artificial intelligence technologies. Apart from developing mobile based applications for field level officials, OSAC has proposed to create a mechanism for citizens reporting by which people can take images and video of any illegal hemp cultivation and report through application. Need for Odisha is one of the leading cannabis producing states in India. Though law enforcement agencies have intensified their raids, it is difficult to trace the cultivation on a real time basis. Kerala PSC to implement 10% quota for poor in general category. Kerala Public Service Commission PSC will implement 10% reservation quota in government job for economically weaker sections EWS on October 23rd. The state cabinet gave the nod for the quota. This is in line with Centre's decision to provide the 10% reservation based on the 103 amendment of the Constitution without affecting the 50% reservation being provided to the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and other backward classes. Travancore tortoise. It is the largest forest tortoise growing up to 330 millimeters in length. Status IUCN Red List Vulnerable Indian Wildlife Protection Act Schedule 4 Distribution Restriction to the Western Ghats in the Indian states of Kerala, Karnataka, and Tamil Nadu. Mission Sagar 2. As part of Mission Sagar 2, Indian naval ship Airavat will deliver food to Sudan, South Sudan, Djibouti, and Eritrea. Mission Sagar 2 follows the first Mission Sagar undertaken in May June 2020, wherein India reached out to Maldives, Mauritius, Seychelles, Madagascar, and Comoros and provided food aid and medicines. Maharani Zindan Kaur. She was the youngest wife of Maharaja Ranjit Singh. She was also mother of Maharaja Dulip Singh, the last ruler of the empire who was raised by the British. She led a spirited resistance to the encroachment of the British into Punjab but was eventually forced to surrender. Why in news? In news for the auction of some of her jewelry at Bonhama's Islamic and Indian art sale in London earlier this week. Articles covered previously. Election Commission has no power, says Supreme Court on Kamal Nath case. What's the issue? On October 30th, the Election Commission stripped Kamal Nath of his star campaigner status over a series of his controversial remarks, which the Commission said were repeated violation of Model Code of Conduct and complete disregard of warnings to him. Following this, Kamal Nath approached the Supreme Court of India. What has the Supreme Court said? EC has no power in this regard. Petitioners' arguments against EC's order. It is right of the party to nominate a person as a star campaigner, and the election commissioner cannot interfere with the party decision. The decision is a breach of the fundamental rights of expression and movement. Section 77(1) of the Representation of the People Act 1951 read with guidelines of star campaigners issued by the Election Commission from time to time makes selection revocation of star campaigners the sole prerogative of the political party.